Hi everyone. I thought I'd come and try and do a simple tutorial with you for simple earrings. If you were on my other channel, DAHL's Crafty Cottage, we've had a collaboration on the 18th of each month called Having Fun Making Jewelry, and I shared these earrings. These are going to be for sale for $8 a pair, and we're going to make one each of these. I also have them in, well, I have several of the turquoise ones. I have one pair that has a white pearl in it instead of the turquoise pearl. And then I have another pair of the pink. So I only have two, well, we'll have 3 pair of the pink once we're done making them. I have one pair that looks like this, made from memory wire. So all the ones I've shown you so far are $8 a pair. These are these 2 pair are $5 a pair. The beads just aren't quite as expensive. So, and then the bracelet I had made, which in case you didn't see it, is $20. It's lampwork beads. It is strung lampwork and check glass, and also Chinese crackle glass, and a toggle clasp, and it is a 7-inch bracelet. I showed it on my video, which I'll try and put up in the iCard here from my other channel, but that one is $20. And what I'll do, I don't have these in my Etsy shop at this point. I hope to get them out there, but anyway, what I'll do is I'll put a DAHL and a number with the price behind it and a brief description. So if you're interested, if you could email me at dahliadesigns57@gmail.com, which I'll also have in the description, and let me know which pair you're interested in, or the bracelet is the only one I have. Let me know, and I will either invoice you or do an Etsy listing especially for you so that we can do the sale. That's the best way. It is a business transaction, so I will have to invoice. So yeah, no friends and family on this, guys. Okay, so let's make one of each of these, and let's get started. They're pretty easy. So what we need is an eye pin. These are silver plated brass. They're from Fire Mountain, but you can probably find them anywhere. They're 2-inch 21 gauge, so they're a sturdy earring. And we're just going to go ahead. Now these pearls came from BB Craft in this kit that is like this. I did the unboxing and everything on my DAHL's Crafty Cottage channel eons ago. I can't even remember exactly when it was. So we're using this light pink color and this sort of aqua turquoisey color. And then I thought we might do another couple pair using these colors. So we'll see. Well, maybe not the white this time. Now, also for these earrings, I have these itty bitty 2mm Chinese crystal thunder polish cubes. They're really tiny and they look like that. So we're going to do those on here. And then let's see, I just did a simple loop on these. I usually wire wrap, but I guess I didn't like the look of that this time. So there is all we're going to put on the dangle. And now what I usually do for a simple loop, just take your nail and bend it. And then I usually kind of squeeze that up against my finger and cut and hold that piece so it doesn't go flying onto your cat or dog or kid or something. Turn your wrist backwards a little bit, put this in the end, and I don't like it right up against the end, but pretty close. And this actually might be, it's hard to do working around a camera, so I give a lot of credit to people who have the camera stand right in front of me. And that's not too bad, not perfect, but anyway. And if you want to make sure your loops are totally, absolutely consistent, I just like to come in with my chain nose then and do what they call break the neck a little bit, bend it backwards a little bit basically, and then bring my round nose back in and just make sure that loop is totally closed. There we go. And you can straighten it out. You're the boss of the wire. Straighten it out. And I hope you're even able to see any of that. Okay. Not going to fuss with it anymore. Let's do the next one. Alright. I actually probably could have cut that wire a little bit shorter. So just bend it. See, this wire is really, it's 21 gauge and look how flexible, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to squish it up against my finger just to get, it's about a little over a 1/4 inch there, I think. So now we're just going to take it, bend our wrist backwards, hold on to it tight, and whirl it around. And then you could just take this back and break the neck that way. In fact, that's easier. So just go around backwards. And let's see how straight. That's not bad. Not bad. I actually do more. I'm trying to straighten this out a little bit. It feels a little loose on there to me, so I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. Just make sure that's really closed tight, because you do not want your earring flopping off, right? So, boy, that was really hard, huh? Now, what we're going to do is take these. These are 6mm jump rings that came in this kit. You can try and use smaller ones if you want. Maybe you could use smaller in diameter, but the problem is getting them through these, because these are pretty thick. And I mentioned that in my other video. Now, I like to use, sorry for reaching, bent nose or another pair of chain nose, and my chain nose pliers. My favorites. Oops, if I can get a hold of it. And you want to have coverage on your jump ring and twist towards you or away, just not out. Which there's tons of videos on how to do jump rings and stuff, so you probably, in fact, I have one on my other channel from 2017 when I first started making videos, so the quality isn't great. I'm not saying the quality is really good on this one. Now, they say to do this till it snaps. You don't always hear a snap, but what you want to make sure of is that it's closed. That it's closed, and that it's not really, it's uneven. See that? It kind of got out of shape. These are not the best jump rings. I got it back into shape. Make sure it's closed. I usually just go give it a press. Nope, not closed tight up here now. See? There. That's better. And sometimes just go like this. Alright. One more. There we go. Yep. Giving me a problem. There we go. Okay, now we can hook it on to our ear wire. These have the opening in the back, right here. So, and some will have the opening in the front. You just twist it like a jump ring. Now on these earrings, these I got from Bead Box Bargains back in October, so they're not available anymore, so sorry about that. But if you put them on, see, you end up with the shiny part on there if you do it one way, and I'm directionally challenged like that. So before I close that loop, I want to make sure, nope, the sparkle is hanging the right way. I had it right the first time, I think. And then you just come back in and close your loop. And there's our first earring. Let's do the other one. Hopefully we'll have a better time with this jump ring. A little secret, I usually wear a magnifying headset when I'm working with jewelry for two reasons. well, intricate jewelry, not when I'm designing usually and stuff, but, and the reason is two things. One is, ooh, you get what I call metal glare. You can see from the light, you're getting a lot of glare on the metal. Well, after a while, that really does a number on your eyes. Also, when you're cutting, it helps protect your eyes to wear some kind of glasses, right? Just in case. And, oops, and I dropped it, and I don't know where it went. Oh my goodness. Oh, here it is. Okay. And then also, it's just, you'd be amazed when you go to take pictures of jewelry, what little things you'll see that you didn't see if you didn't wear a magnifying glass when you're making it. Yeah, photographs tell all. So, if you're never quite sure, take a picture, you know, up close, and look at it really close and make sure everything is in order, because like I said, you'd be amazed, like loops you thought were closed aren't, and things like that. So that helps. And you don't want to be posting pictures with open loops and selling your pieces with open loops and stuff. So I'm a little bit of a stickler. Now, you'll see on the back of these, I will put these on ear cards and have a little stopper on every pair on an ear wire pair. So there's our first pair of the pink that we just did. Now, did I get them on with the sparkle to the front? Let's see. That one is. I don't think this one is. Maybe this is the second one I did. Back to the drawing board on this one. See, this is a thing. This is a thing. Oh, wait, that does have the sparkle there. Yeah, but it's on the back. So let's flip it over. We didn't do the test on the second one, did we? There we go. All right. Now let's close that back up. Now, you notice I did this, oops, I opened and closed this twice. You don't want to be doing that a lot on most of your ear wires, because eventually, the more you open and close any kind of ring, the more fragile it'll get, and it could break. Now, these are stainless steel, so they probably can endure a little more play like that. But there you go. They're not surgical steel. They are stainless steel. This one, oops, this one just looks a little wonky, so I'm going to just bend it back a little bit. If I can get a hold of it. So I don't have my magnifying glass is on right now. Let's do another pair. So just 2 eye pins with the loop at the bottom. Our glass pearls. These are nice quality glass pearls. I'm not sponsored by any of the companies I'm mentioning. Fire Mountain, BB Craft, and Beadbox Bargains at this time. I am working on getting a coupon code for Beadbox Bargains, but I actually think it'll be Bargain Bead Box for the monthly box subscription. I'll have a $2 off coupon soon, so I'll let y'all know about that. Y'all, I'm not from the South, I promise. I am from Pennsylvania, living in Pennsylvania, but I did live in Tennessee for a year. Anyway, a while back. Alright, so, oops. See, if I was doing a wire wrap loop, I would take the very tippy tip of my chain nose pliers, making sure my beads are down where I want them, and bend the wire over the very tip, which will leave just a little bit of space, and that way I get them consistent. A little bit of space to do the wire wrapping, and I usually do 3 wire wraps, but since we're not doing that, we just take our fingernail, bend it over, squish that up against your finger, or judge about 1/4 inch. I mean, you can measure if you want, but I don't think it's worth it. And then I kind of eyeball about where I think it needs to be, but like I said, you could use a black Sharpie marker and mark your pliers to get consistent loops. And I'm going to break the neck on that because it's a little sideways, and then come back in, close it. There we go. All right, pretty easy. And I'm glad I'm doing these because, like I said, I don't do just basic loops very often. I usually do wire wrap, and so it's good. I'm getting a little practice. If this was sterling silver or gold filled, save your bits like this. These are long enough that you could maybe even make another bead dangle with them. So you might want to save them, but I don't typically save base metal things because they can't be recycled. But my scraps from like sterling silver, I do save. Now I haven't been making a lot in sterling lately. I did there for a while. That was my thing. I only wanted to use precious metals. But craft fair people don't want precious metals necessarily unless they're buying for a gift for somebody that, you know. So I do offer that like as a replacement, but I don't usually mix non-precious metal with precious metal either. So for example, I'd be using sterling silver wire or eye pens. I don't usually use eye pens either. I make them myself. Sterling silver jump rings and sterling silver ear wires if I was doing it in the precious metals. And for people that like gold, I can't do 14 karat gold, but I can do occasionally gold filled, which is, it's like a plated, but it's a much thicker plating than just regular gold plated. Or gold finished is a thinner plating still. So we're just opening our jump ring, putting it through, attaching our bead, making sure the little crystal is on the top. And the crystals, by the way, I don't know where you can find them. You'd have to just search on 2mm Chinese crystal cube beads, because I got them at a store that is no longer in business, probably back in I think it was actually 2016 that I got those, maybe earlier. Yeah, it had to be earlier. I think it was 2000. I don't know, somewhere around that time frame or earlier. So there's one. Let's put the ring on the other one. Sorry, I'm not really talking you through. We're just making these together, kind of a casual earring making session, if you will, to show you how I do these simple earrings. And they're versatile. You can just change them up. It's a simple bead dangle with on an ear wire. Bead dangle with a charm. And these jump rings are thin. They're probably about 21 gauge also. Okay, so there's our other one. Let me make sure. There's the sparkle. There's the sparkle. One side has glitter and the other does not. So let me open the ear wire and see. This is the sparkle side. If I can get a hold of it. And see if I can get this right. But we're going to check it before we close it. Yes, there's the sparkle. Alright. And then we just come back in, make sure that ball is out of the way. And you can get earrings in any kind. You can get them with just the ball. You can get them with the ball and coil. You can get them looped around with a ball. You can make them yourself. And you could put a bead on them if you make them yourself that coordinates. Like I could make them, and instead of having that ball there, we could put another little crystal cube on, for example. Alright, let's open this and do this one, and then I'll show you some variations that weren't in my video on the 18th. Oops. Just to, yeah, I think I'm going to get it backwards, yep. I am a little bit, okay, come on now. Directionally challenged sometimes. Yep, there we go. And I know that about myself. It's funny because I'm really fine, usually, driving also, as far as directions. So, but it's just when I come down to these tiny little things. So there we go. There's our pink and our turquoise earrings. Like I said, they'll be $8 a pair if anybody's interested in them. And I'll let you know when they're sold out, if they sell out. And these can be for, you know, not just Christmas, because, oh, and that reminds me, these will not be there in time for Christmas, which is only a few days away. So yeah, but they can be worn January, February, in this area of the country, January, February, March, maybe even April, although that's pushing it. Okay, now I brought out a couple other choices. These were from Oriental Trading. They are not double-sided. They're not my favorite. And they come with a jump ring on. They call them Snowflake Charm with Rhinestone. I don't know if they still sell these because I've had them for a while. They were unopened. They came in a pack of 12. And they were not that cheap. $6.25 for a pack of 12 back a couple years back. So same thing. We're not going to use the crystals on this one. We're just going to do the pearl. But we're going to use this sort of periwinkle blue purpley color on this one. And I'm going to do it the same way. Just a simple loop. And we don't need an extra jump ring on there because it already has one. Oops, if I can get a hold of it. I'm getting the glare, so I don't have any glasses on, and I actually do wear glasses, but when I'm working up close, my regular glasses I can't wear. I have to wear just the magnifying glasses, or I wear it's like a jeweler's head thing that has glasses on, but I need a new one because mine had bad compartments that I didn't do a very good job on that one. And actually I am going to snip just a little bit off of this because I think the loop is too long. And oops, I can see that's a little too much. I don't know where that piece went. Okay, now I'm going to bring my round nose back in and bring it down. Much better, much nicer size to the loop. Okay, let's do the other one. Oops. These cutters are by Zoran, I believe. Yes, these are my favorite. These are called micro shear cutters, or micro cutters, flush cutters. I love them, and I also have the orange handled ones, which they call micro. They both only go up to about 20, I forget what they said. I think 16 gauge. I think 16 gauge. But I don't ever use these for 16 gauge, and I don't like to use them for cutting steel chain, even though I do sometimes. I'm probably going to need a new pair of them soon, because cutting steel finished chain with your regular wire cutters will put dings in your cutters. Okay, now here's the thing. I have these loops facing the opposite directions, and I want them to go the same way. Just be the boss and twist them. Let me check the other one. And I forgot to mention that, yeah. I forgot to mention that on the first one, because if you don't do that, when you put your snowflake on, it'll be turned the wrong way. So let's try, let's actually do the earring first. The ear wire. Now, it's going to be a little harder for me, so I put my not quite as perfect ring up on the top, And the jump ring I'll put on the ring that came on the eye pin. Hopefully it's a pretty thick jump ring on this one. Yeah, there we go. And then just close it on up. Oops. You see it's uneven, so I'm actually twisting it a little bit to get it to close. Perfect. Run your finger over. There we go. There's one pair. And where's the other one? Here it is. Let's do the ear wire first. And these, like I said, the opening's on the back. And put my little bit wonkier ring there. Not really bad, it's just, anyway. And then put our snowflake on. Oops. So that the rhinestone is on the front. We hope. Alright. Close that ring up good. Okay. So I'm just basically showing you can use any kind of charm you want on the bottom, right? And make them the same way. Alright, and then we have one more pair. Let's move these back. I don't like earrings that that aren't double-sided charm. Now these charms actually came in the BB Craft kit. They're not totally finished on the back, but they're a nicer finish than those other ones I just did. And I brought out these sort of lilac colored beads, so let's do the same thing. These don't have a jump ring, so we'll have to use one of the jump rings out of the kit. Now these jump rings, I will say, the jump rings they put on these are a thicker gauge wire, and I don't know if we're going to be able to see that. Probably not. Excuse me. I think these are more like at least a 20, maybe an 18, and these I think are like a 21 gauge. They're a bit thinner. And I needed them to be thinner to fit through these other snowflakes because they are thick. They have a thick wall to them. All right, so let's do these, and then we'll be done, everyone. So, my very first tutorial for you, sort of, or more like hopefully a craft along with a little guidance, perhaps. Everybody does things a little bit differently. I promised I'd do a video a little bit on my history. I have not been a jewelry maker too terribly long, but I have been since about 2012. And I have taken some classes, a number of classes, both a formal class and some like classes at Bead Fest and local classes and things like that. And I do not have like any kind of certification. Like I'm not a gem specialist. I just love gemstones, although right now I'm not working with any here. But I will be doing more with gemstones in 2021. I have a lot in my little micro business inventory, and so I'm going to be trying to use some in my collabs. I'll be in 2 collaborations in 2021 for jewelry. One will be called Jewelry Making Fun, which I host on the 18th of the month. It's replacing the Having Fun Making Jewelry, which used to be on my other channel, but Jewelry Making Fun will be on this channel, and there's about 6 or 7 of us that make jewelry every month, and then we share it with you, and we follow a color theme, and we have 2 optional challenges that I've put out to everybody for each month. So I do hope that you'll come and which one was mine? I don't know. But neither one is closed all the way. You know what? Let me just get this on here first. And then we'll close it up tight on here. Oop. Well, maybe we won't. We'll close it up tight first. That's interesting that the eye pin loop wasn't closed real tight, and neither is mine, which I think was this one. Whew, boy, I'm getting glare. There. A little better. Okay. Doop, doop, doop. Maybe the trick here is to put the charm on after you have it on the ear wire, right? So that you can tell which way it's going. I think that's what we'll do next. Now, if you have directional beads, not just like pearls or something, that would be easier to tell. Let's get our ear wire. That would be easier to tell. Alrighty. Yep, that one's okay. I don't know why I chose this color. I just felt like using a purple. Something different. Did not get that closed tight. There. Okay. Let's do that. Anyway, I was telling you about the collabs, so that was the first one. And then the second one, I am participating in a different collab called Joy of Blue. And I will be participating on this channel, and everything will be jewelry, but each month I'll have different blue jewelry. So I'm intending to kind of make a list of different types of beads I want to use. They might be gemstone, they might be pearl, they might be lampwork glass. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, because I don't know if I have enough blue gemstones to do 12 different ones, but we'll see. And that doesn't mean I'll only use whatever that gemstone is, but that will be my focus for whatever month. If I say I'm going to use, for example, agate or a specific agate, then that'll be what I focus on. So there we have it. We have, let's see, how many? 4 more pair. I have an extra pair of ear wires. 4 more pair of snowflake earrings. These are my last 2 sets of these, so I won't be making any more of the turquoise or pink ones. I don't have any more of those beads, and my source doesn't either, so unless I would be able to find more of them somewhere else, that's it. So whatever I have of those, and I'll put that in the description. I think I have 3 pink, and I forget how many turquoise ones. But like I said, they'll be $8 a pair. These might be a little less, I'm not sure yet, because these, well, actually no, they probably won't be. They'll probably be $8 a pair also, because even though these are single-sided, the price on them was, yeah. Anyway, that's it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, check out the description. Oh, the other collab, by the way, will be on the 12th of each month at noon Eastern, so do come check it out as well. So the 18th at 10 a.m. Eastern, and the 20th at I'm sorry, the 12th at noon Eastern, starting in 2021 for those 2 collaborations. I also will continue to do bargain bead box unboxings and makes. I still owe you December makes. I haven't had a chance with the holidays and other stuff happening, but I will be getting to that pretty soon. Hopefully, I honestly don't know. Probably on Christmas afternoon or something. I'll start working on that, or Friday. I am not sure. And let's see. What else will I have? Oh, I will have Potomac bead box unboxings, maybe. Mine is finally, as of yesterday, well, actually, as of the middle of the night, this past night, it finally is moving. I don't know where it's moving to because it's still in Maryland. I mean, we're not that far away from Maryland where I'm at, but it's sat since December 7th, I think. Wherever Potomac Beads dropped it off, and I messaged Potomac Beads, and they said there was problems with the pandemic and everything at the postal service down there. Anyway, it looks like it's moving, but it moved to some other facility in Maryland, and then the last message I got was it left that facility, but it didn't say where it was headed to. So it almost seems like it's going back and forth in Maryland. I don't know. And then I will do occasional soft flex kits also. I've really been enjoying their kits so far, but I don't know that I'll be buying one every single month. And then I'll do finished jewelry pieces for those. Plus I want to do just some other jewelry making, not necessarily with kits. And some of that you'll see in the collabs, because I have a lot of stuff I need to use. I'm thinking of doing another series, but I'll announce that when I get that formulated further. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know it's over 30 minutes, so I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you coming by, and if you enjoyed this or you like anything I'm making, please do give me a thumbs up and help me grow my little channel. And thank you so much to those who have joined me already. I'm at like 160 some subscribers already, which I only started the channel in November. So thank you so much. How do they do that in Pentatonics? If you watch Pentatonics, they go like that, give you a heart. Yes, I heart you for that and for just being you. All this wonderful crafting, jewelry making community has really been a lifesaver for me these past few years, I have to say. Anyway, with that, I'm going to let you go. Have a wonderful, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, and just happy holidays, Happy New Year, and be safe. Bye. Hugs, love, and peace.